So Jake Paul lost. Yeah, he lost. Man, I was rooting for him. I really was rooting for him. I know everyone was hating on him. I know. Everybody's now cheering, clapping. But I was honestly, truly rooting for him, man. It sucks. But now I'm going to tell you why I was rooting for him. People love to see someone get so far just so that way they can crush him. They can crush him, man. And it sucks. It sucks. Why are people like that? I don't know. I have to hear about it from so many people. Because it's not that I'm a Jake Paul stan or anything like that, but it's just I respect when people go out and take big risk and it pays off while everyone hates and chirps because they know they can't do the same thing. You know, and it's a sad truth, but it's the truth. Everyone who hates on Jake Paul cannot do what Jake Paul is doing. They will not step in the ring with Nate Robinson. No, I'm not even gonna name his other opponents. Nate Robinson. They would not step in the ring with Nate Robinson. Let me start with Tommy, right? Let me give him his props. He had a great jab. He moved around a lot. He kept his head moving. He was very unpredictable with his jab. He also had great combinations, constantly threw combinations to throw Jake off, while moving out the way very quickly after those combinations. He did that consistently throughout the matchup, which I think gave him, honestly, is the reason why he won, which is a great game plan because Jake has yet to fight before Tommy, a person who would throw combinations and also who would move out the way. Let's be honest, everyone would just come straight forward. Anderson Silva was kind of like, I would say Anderson Silva was preparing him for Tommy, if you really think about it, because Anderson Silva was doing a little bit of what Tommy was doing, but just with a lot less combinations, a lot less throwing. But when you have a young, fit fighter like Tommy Fury, then, you know, he can last a little bit longer and throw a lot more combinations and also take a bunch of shots. Now let's talk about those shots thrown by Jake. Jake Paul threw a lot of misses. A lot of misses, but also whenever he did connect, it bobbed Tommy's head back a lot. You know, Tommy's head definitely was getting bopped back whenever he did get a chance to hit him. You know, we all know that Tommy got sent to the canvas, and man, that was, when I saw that, I was like, it's a tie. Maybe that was bad by me. I don't know. Maybe I was just rooting for Jake Paul a little too much. Maybe a little bit of bias, but definitely, I thought it was an okay fight by Jake. Jake definitely stuck by his jab a little bit, jabbing to the body, getting out of there a little bit. But Jake got hit with a lot of jabs, man, a lot of jabs. And if you looked at the total punches thrown versus landed, man, Tommy was just beating him on all that. Tommy was just sharp. Tommy was sharp. You know, Jake looked like he was in a rut a little bit, just kind of like getting hit by constant jabs, not really moving out the way. But towards the end of the fight, Jake started warming up a little bit more. It was just too late. But overall, Jake had he kept calling me. After the fight, he said he was flat. He looked flat. But at the end of the day, he lost, you know. Good job by Tommy. And man, it sucks that Jake can't continue his run undefeated. And the reason I like this so much is simply because it shows that, like, he put his mind, like, he's training, and not saying Tommy's not training, but like, he's training so hard, and there's so many naysayers. And I just like the underdog of a person who everyone shits on, just to shit on. A lot of people don't even like watch none of Jake Paul's, none of that. They're just hopping on the train to hate him. They're just doing it. And, you know, seeing a person train so hard, taking huge risk while other people just sit down and like eat their ice cream sundaes and just get fat and just like not do anything and just sit down and be a blob. Talk shit. It's something about that. Like, talking shit while you're not doing anything is just kind of like, you know, like not doing anything with your life type. Like, they're just hating. They're just purely hating because he's Jake Paul and they're just riding on the train. They don't even know. They haven't even seen one vlog of his or anything. They're just hating. And to me, it's blasphemous, but it's whatever. But overall, good fight, man. But yeah, man, although it sucks that Jake Paul lost, Tommy deserved that, man. Tommy really outboxed Jake, and it showed. Man, But let's see what Jake has in store for himself next. Honestly, it's pretty interesting to see what's gonna come of it. You know, honestly, I think Jake should fight Tommy again. There's a rematch clause, and then after that, I say he fight KSI. Win or lose with Tommy. Let's say he loses, fight KSI. That's still an attractive fight, so I'm looking forward to that. If he wins against Tommy Fury, then we're gonna see Tommy Fury 3, Tommy Fury Jake Paul 3, and then a fight with KSI. Hopefully they can get that all done. Or if there's a third match, then KSI is gonna get pushed to next year. But if there isn't, and Jake Paul loses again, then we should see an interesting fight with him versus KSI. KSI still has a lot to prove, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button, click the like button, and yeah, man, thank you guys. Peace.